For nearly a decade together on the Outlander series, Heughan and Caitriona Balfe have always been known as the perfect couple on screen and soulmates in real life. They are so compatible that fans are sure that there can be no conflict between them. However, a new source has shocked the fan community when revealing Sam and Caitriona just experienced a heated argument, unprecedented during their collaboration. What happened behind the scenes? The story began on the set of the final episodes of Outlander Season 8, the final season that concluded the emotional journey of Jamie and Claire. According to a source from the crew, the tension had been simmering for many weeks before the two had to reshoot an extremely sensitive scene, related to the painful separation of the main couple. It is worth mentioning that while Caitriona wanted to keep the way of expressing deep, gentle emotions, true to the spirit of the original script, Sam proposed a change, wanting to turn that farewell scene into a more torn, somewhat intense moment. Sam felt that Jamie, in the moment of losing Claire, would not be able to just stand still. He wanted a scene of arguing, a little screaming, even despair. But Kate disagreed. She thought that silence would say it all. An anonymous lighting staff shared. "You are not the director, Sam," Caitriona retorted. Unable to agree, the two top stars had a heated exchange right on the set, to the astonishment of the whole crew. A witness recounted, "No one expected them to speak to each other in such a tone." Caitriona was very decisive. She said directly, "You are not the director, Sam. You are a co-star, and we need to work as a team." Sam, who is usually calm, could not keep his cool this time. He immediately responded, "I have the right to contribute. I have lived with this character for more than 10 years. I understand him." The atmosphere was tense at that time. The director was forced to temporarily stop filming so that both of them could take a break to regain their spirits. The tension spread outside the set. It was thought that after the break, everything would calm down, but on the contrary, the tension lasted until that evening. According to information from a person in the hotel where the film crew stayed, Sam and Caitriona had dinner separately instead of sitting together as usual. They even avoided eye contact during the meeting with the technical crew. On social media, observant fans also noticed something unusual. Sam and Caitriona no longer interacted with each other like before. While Sam posted behind-the-scenes photos with the supporting actors, Caitriona chose to share emotional stories, with quotes alluding to trust being tested, and sometimes you have to stand alone. Leaked secret, truth or the last straw. The incident came to a head when an internal recording was leaked, in which Sam's voice was said to say, "I'm tired of always having to be humble. Everyone thinks we're perfect, but the truth is, sometimes we can't see eye to eye." The recording immediately caused a stir. Fans were divided into two camps. One side defended Sam, saying he deserved to be heard. The other side thought Caitriona was being forced to accommodate her co-star's emotions. On Twitter, the hashtags #TeamSam and #TeamKate began to circulate, creating an unprecedented wave of controversy in the Outlander fan community. Insiders speak out, but it doesn't calm the situation. 3 days later, Heughan posted an Instagram post, seemingly to reassure fans. Every relationship, whether on screen or off, has its moments of disagreement. That doesn't mean there's a loss of respect. Kate and I are still finishing the final season of Outlander with all our passion. However, Caitriona Balfe did not post any response. Instead, she continued to share photos of herself in her dressing room, with a short caption. "Silence is sometimes the best option. Is this the breaking point of the golden relationship?" The two have repeatedly denied dating, but everyone knows that their relationship goes beyond the level of normal friendship. The fact that they were once so close that fans were waiting for them to get married has now become the opposite as cracks are gradually becoming apparent. A source from the film crew confirmed, "I think this is not just a professional conflict. There is something that has been simmering for a long time. It could be a difference in direction, or emotions that have been suppressed for too long. While Sam and Caitriona are still working on Outlander, it's clear that a distance is growing between them. The hugs after each scene have now become little more than nods. The laughter behind the camera has become less frequent. The question is, will this heated argument be the beginning of an irreparable rift? Or is it just a small test that will make their relationship stronger? One thing is for sure, fans will be watching their every move, hoping that Heughan and Caitriona Balfe's beautiful friendship doesn't end after one argument, no matter how heated. What seemed like a professional dispute quickly became the focus of attention not only among Outlander fans, but also the Hollywood media. Many tabloids predicted, this could signal the real end, not just of the show, but of Sam and Caitriona's friendship. Director speaks out. I've never seen them like this. In a brief interview with Variety Scotland, longtime Outlander director Jonathan Allen confirmed for the first time that the incident had indeed happened and was not exaggerated. There was definitely tension on set. They're both dedicated artists, and that sometimes leads to clashes when they feel they have different approaches to the characters. However, he also insisted that the matter should not be pushed too far. This is not unprecedented in the film industry. But what worried us was the level of silence that followed. They didn't talk as much as before, and everyone felt the change clearly. Those moments that made fans sob, now just a thing of the past. Fans, who once felt heartwarming when seeing Sam's gaze towards Caitriona at press conferences, are gradually becoming disappointed. On major forums such as Outlander Central and Jamie Claire Forever, many regretful posts appeared. I still remember the look they gave each other at Comic-Con 2019. How could two people who had such a deep connection be separated just because of one scene? Some fans have even revisited old interviews, in which Sam once said, "Caitriona is the person I trust the most in my life. She knows me, even better than I know myself." Now, those words ring out like the echoes of a broken love song. The shock doesn't stop there. Caitriona pulls out of a joint interview. According to the promotional schedule for the final season of Outlander, Sam and Caitriona were supposed to appear together in a special interview on BBC Radio Scotland. However, just hours before filming, Caitriona's representative sent a message that she was not feeling well and had to withdraw. Many people in the cast knew that wasn't the real reason. A source close to the show revealed. She didn't want to sit at the same table with Sam when she was mentally unstable. They're both too proud to fake a smile and laugh, and that's out of respect for the audience. The interview took place with only Heughan. Despite keeping a professional smile, people noticed his eyes were lost and somewhat tired. "Kate and we're fine. Everyone has their own opinions, but the important thing is that we're still trying," Sam said, then fell silent for a few seconds before changing the subject. A final ray of hope. Caitriona's hidden message. Just a day after the incident, Caitriona unexpectedly posted a story on her personal Instagram. An image of an old book, with a quote from Leonard Cohen. "There is a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in." Without mentioning Sam, without talking about Outlander, fans understood that it was her way of indirectly sending a message. The relationship may be cracked, but it's not beyond repair. Ultimately, the question remains, was the spat just a natural part of the artistic journey? Or did it signal the end of one of the most beautiful artistic relationships of the past decade? Perhaps, like Outlander itself, we will have to wait and see. But one thing is certain, Heughan and Caitriona Balfe have, in one way or another, left a deep mark not only on screen, but in the hearts of millions of fans, who are still hoping for a miracle after the storm.